So next to pop up is a video about the righteousness of the invisibility of ego. Eastern tradition. I'll put a link to the video that prompted this down below. I did make a post of it and addressed a lot of the perspective. Ego. You are a unique being with a unique personality that is not the creator's personality, because then you would not be other, and the creator would be alone again with nothing worthy of interacting with. Nothing thought-provoking, emotion-stirring, challenging, independent, and separate, yet at one with the desire and will for peace, love, compassion, understanding, working together, being in relationship. So, we can't be just like God. We can experience oneness. We will do that. We are in accordance on things. That is oneness as well. But do we want to be indiscernible from the Creator? No, the Creator don't want that. It wouldn't have made us what we are. There are boundaries. There's going to be a difference in qualities. Everybody gets frustrated. Who do they hate the most? The person who's most like them. You know? Like, I remember one of the biggest frustrations as a parent was every emotion that I felt, the children were responding and reacted to. If I'm wrestling with something emotionally, like it's manifesting as a bad day for me, and they're so connected, so in tune with me, they start becoming distressed. Like, okay, I'm upset. This is not your fault. This is not your responsibility. Do not try to change it. But let me know how I can make you feel more comfortable while I experience this. You need to have fun. You need to have a good day, because the good day is what you have. You aren't wrestling with, and I don't say this to my children, but it was basically, I was treated different as a child than you are being treated. I have lots of things that I need to work through that you aren't experiencing. They're not a part of your world. You don't have to wrestle with these things. You know, why did Daddy come and wake you up, with his finger up your nightgown at night? Child don't have to deal with that. Doesn't have to know how to deal with that. Doesn't have to be a part of the inner struggles. So the biggest frustration was having my ego, my independence, and not having everything else just happen, like be blown about and controlled by my state of being. And so maybe the Creator wants that. Not something that's like a Stepford wife, oh yes, okay, yes, always happy anyways. No, but somebody that's gonna say, hey, you're rubbing off on me, get out here with your anger, I'm happy, let's go. Basically what I experienced as a parent, our Creator doesn't want to have to experience with us. I'm a shit show, everybody's a shit show. Can somebody just not be a shit show? Where's our anchor? Where's our rock? Where's our assurance? Everything is still okay. The rain's gonna come, the grass is gonna grow, we're gonna have food, we're gonna have shelter, we're gonna get hugs when we need the hugs, we're gonna get conversation when we need the conversation. Just right now, I got to do this. And so that's what the Creator wants. He wants those who will walk down the road with absolute, utter chaos and destruction going on around them, go, everything's fine. Yeah. These people absolutely hate Yahuwah. They're torturing women, children, boys. The things. And he needs people that can walk past that. He's righteous. And not get caught up in it. So like my last video, I talked about spiritual STDs. Did you ever notice that there are certain people in their flock of friends, if they get upset, everybody's upset. If they want to go after somebody, everybody goes after them, because they are empathically controlling everything. And they know how to do that because the angels who rebelled against God taught them how to do that. I want to control and influence everything. I want to control and influence everything. This is how you control and influence everything. Like, it's like they picked it up. They're conveying that that knowledge to somebody else who's open up to receiving the knowledge. Oh, I'm getting all this knowledge on how to control everything. Wow. Okay. And then someone else is like, you go do that to them. See how that goes? So our Creator wants understanding to flow freely, be available for those who can use it, who He wants to use it, and kept from those who He doesn't want to use it. And so examples of how to handle when somebody attacks your ego. They accuse you of equality or something. I used to shrink at it. Oh my God, question myself like, oh, am I doing? Because it was that everything I wasn't was projected on me as a child. You did only doing this because of, and I'm like, it wouldn't occur to me. I'm not a grown woman who's sexually corrupt. I'm just a child, and I don't want to have sex with anybody. My mother was insane. So that began to change with the law of attraction, and I understood that I attract things into my experience for a reason. They're a reflection of me somehow. I'm drawing it to me. So this young woman who's half sister to my youngest two, she's raised in a very spiritually everything corrupt kind of family, but righteously, couple married for a very long time, old school country values, all that stuff. So she says, and you could tell she's possessed at the time, she's just being a vessel for spirit, and she's like, you are nothing but a snake. And I'm like, okay, how am I like a snake? How have I seen snakes behave? Somebody gets too close, they draw back. Somebody gets too close from here, they draw back. And they're quiet. And then until they're backed in the corner, and then they can't do anything, then they bite. Okay. There's a snake-like quality to me in that respect, for sure. Because I would hit it, and run. Because I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to hurt them. Whack! And then run. Because I would do the least amount of damage. I would cause distraction. And I would run. One guy refused to take me home. I knew I was too drunk to drive. I wasn't going to drive anything. He left his keys in the truck. So I went to the truck. I turned it on. And then I started to walk home. Like, you will know my anger at this situation. And they all come running out thinking I'm stealing the truck. And I'm already, halfway down the road. Like, you aren't going to take me home. Because it turns out now I know they used to wait for the women to pass out. And then they'd rape them. And then call it consensual sex. So, snake-like. Alright, if I'm uncomfortable with that concept, What do I have to do? Become like a rattlesnake. You come in my environment with something that makes me uncomfortable, you violate a boundary, I'm gonna rattle. Hey, don't do that. Don't treat me like that. Don't speak to me like that. Just don't do it. Like, the name is Yahusha. Oh, we just say Yeshua, or it's shorter. You don't know me, and you call me, hey, Stace. Get away from me. I don't even know you. How dare you use that familiar term with me? You don't know me. I have a name. You know my name. You use my name. Or a title. Ma'am? Yes. How can I help you? So, another instance. So, for one accusation cast at me, I'm like a snake. It's an observation. It was legitimate. I was like a snake. How do I feel good? Now somebody calls me a snake, I was like, yes. Yes. I rattle. I let you know before you make it necessary for me to strike you. I feel like I'm being provoked to the need to commit an act of self-defense. I'm letting you know that now. So then, another guy, again, I was in that community. I didn't know the depths of the evil that was going on there. I was just interacting, hey, we're having drinks, having meals here at this handlebar every day. Like, not a big deal. I went home. They went and did what they did. I presume everybody does what I do. Go home, have a smoke, watch something, read something, and fall asleep. It wouldn't occur to me to do any different. Why would it occur to me to think somebody else is doing any different? I know. Simplistic. I think I'm supposed to be that way, though. I'm good with my state of being. So, dude comes, and he's just, being all underhanded, like, working against me and uttering things under his breath, which I can hear, of course. And he intends for me to hear it, but doesn't want to. I didn't say anything. I didn't do that. But he finally confronts me. He was no longer allowed in the building. So he's all possessed. He's all upset. He confronts me. He's like, you're the reason for everything bad happening around here, is what he meant around here. He just said everything bad happening. And I'm just like, I'm not taking this shit. I just filled myself up, stiffened my backbone, and said, okay, you want to give me that much power? I'll wear that crown. Thank you. Yes, I am in control of absolutely everything around here, good and bad. I am able to make bad things happen to you. Well, that shut him up, didn't it? But then, after a period of time, it occurs to me I was responsible for what they considered bad. This is why you don't wish people a good day. I hope you have a good day. What bad was happening that I was the cause of was I was exhibiting self-respect as a woman. Other women around me were developing self-respect, looking out for each other, like I look out for somebody's getting too close to somebody else and somebody's like, don't. I would scoop in and say, no means no, and stand between them. And that person would back away, and this one feels protected. They can say no. Somebody's going to stand up for their no. Women were leaving their abusers. They started, handling two men at once and totally walking off. I upheaved all the control. The place where the outhouse was, they burnt the outhouse down. So I would just go and squat behind the bushes over there. Well, this guy who accused me of causing all the bad would come and be like, you can't be over here. That's my portal. That's our portal. I'm like, Okay, I didn't believe portals and stuff were real at that time. Now I know that they are. That people with the help of demons are creating portals and letting spirits in and sending spirits out and all that. So it was a portal potty. No joke. It wasn't a porta potty. It was a portal potty. Can't make this stuff up. Can't make this stuff up. So, yeah. I was the cause of everything bad happening. Now, they would have praised me if I was facilitating the kidnapping and killing and torturing and snuff film making that was going on there. I would have been praised for bringing all the good to the area. Keep your ego. Your ego's not the problem. An insecure ego, fearing your ego, allowing others to believe you should not have an ego. Those are the dangers. Denying your ego, repressing your ego, trying to control how people perceive your ego by not allowing them control in how they perceive your ego is evil. It's still putting all the emphasis not being secure in your ego, in who you were made to be. An ego is simply the package that we come in. There's a base package. It's male or female. The female comes with these qualities, this package of what do they call it? Things, capabilities, with these abilities and these attachments. The male comes with these abilities and these attachments. Now the female can be more into certain types, like every personality, every individual ego, identity, being that is given life, having life breathed into it or having it transferred through procreation, every single one of them is so finely, intricately nuanced in detail to the final. Like, people look at identical twins and they'll be like, oh, I can't tell them apart. I take one look, I'm like, how can you not tell them apart? I immediately see this one's a little bit shorter, this one's got this nose over here, and the vibe coming off of them is very different, you know. Of course, twins start swapping vibes and playing with that for the people who lack perception. But that's how you can have people that look in other people's eyes absolutely identical, and they are so completely different. Everything about them can be different. And so, if we're denying the ego, we're denying our existence. You're trying to commit suicide is what you're trying to do. Because you are what you are. And you can't even completely self-destruct. I've tried. But I think, okay, so what use is it? What is your purpose if you're sitting on a mountain in such a deep state of meditation that your body is non-responsive to outside stimulus? What kind of gift is that to people? Oh, I could become useless. You're of no use. What are you providing in the, even emotionally, are you comforting? Are you extending to have a need fulfilled? Are you conveying anything of it? What is your presence as a non-responsive, petrified body on this earth? I can carve a statue and put it there. Oh, that I can achieve such oneness that my consciousness is not discernibly any different than the Creator's. Not be physically present in this world. Basically, that's what that's saying. Oh, look, you cannot be physically present in this world either. Because there is no presence in that statue. You become just a statue, petrified rock. What does that serve? Some who want to escape, who can't handle their ego, who can't, just are in a complete state of rebellion. That'll be a message. Hey, I can do that too. I can leave this consciousness. I don't have to suffer having a physical body anymore. I can't handle a physical body. I can't handle having feelings. I can't handle having emotions. I can't handle experiencing pain. I can't handle any of it. I need to just leave here. And I can't kill myself. So I'm just going to turn my body into a rock. And imagine I'm God. I mean, go meditate, leave your body to go counsel with the spirits. We do that every night. You go up, there's grand assemblies, there's classrooms, there are things that you do. But to just go and abandon the rest of humanity because you can't handle them, that's a picture of hopelessness. That's what a petrified mummy due to meditation does on a mountain. That conveys hopelessness. I can't meditate that long. I can't get in that state of being. There is no hope for me. I can't leave this pain. There is no hope for me. How about giving them a creator that loves them? How's that for hope? Being an expression of that creator who cares. And there are a lot of kids, they want that rock. They will rebel until somebody tells them, sit down, shut up. Thank you for letting me know my behavior was unacceptable. I feel like the world is out of control and you just gave me an anchor. Those people are not anchors. The ones mummified on mountaintops, they're not anchors. But a just and wise kingly priest is going to convey there is a creator that cares. Instill that faith, that knowledge, that understanding. Give them cause. The creator will use you to do that. We're to convey that to one another when we're given this role, because everybody else are the ones that need this being conveyed to, because one single person isn't going to carry enough stimulation for themselves or for the creator. Figure there's a limitless being out there with no boundaries other than us. Where'd that just come from? We are how God disciplines itself. Can't just crush us. Let's back to scratch. I don't got no friends no more. I broke my toys. But I don't think El Shaddai needed to learn that lesson, because El Shaddai means I am the one who told it to stop. Created the boundaries himself. It's those lesser gods and lesser beings that need to learn boundaries, how to be anchors for themselves and for others. Self-control. Look at that. How to deal with assaults to your ego. Went down the road. It is a river. It is a river. It flows. It's just gonna. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. No stagnant water here. No stagnancy. We're flowing. All right. So, a lot of information. Link down below to the Eastern philosophy, where God is not conscious of being God. Which does exist. If there's conscious, there's unconscious. And the conscious is trying to protect us from the unconscious parts of ourselves. The outer darkness, where there is no conscious. And there is no judgment. Listen. The boundaries. There you go. I said what I said.